Hello everyone, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're talking about how to find and create a pet-friendly home. If you have a furry friend or a slimy friend or a scaly friend, you know how much they mean to you because I know how much mine mean to me. If you want to make sure they're comfortable and happy in your home, then we want to find features that are best for them. You want them to feel safe and loved. With a few simple changes to your searching criteria when you're buying a home, you can easily find or create a home that you have already into a place that's better for both you and your pet. In this video, I'm going to share some tips on how to choose the right flooring and create pet-friendly spaces. So let's get started. First thing we want to talk about is flooring. When choosing flooring for your pet-friendly home, it's important to think about durability and ease of cleaning. So you want a tough material that can really stand up to use day after day after day. So the most often materials that you're going to see in homes that are pet friendly are hardwood, laminate, tile. In our home we have vinyl plank, or even sheet vinyl would be great too, because it can stand up to scratches, vacuuming a lot to get rid of pet hair, and cleaning up accidents that are going to happen, whether you're training a puppy or you have an elderly animal or they just get sick in the middle of all that. So I don't think personally that hardwood would be as great because it can be scratched, you can get into the grooves. You really want to make sure that it has a good seal on it. Laminate's okay, but sometimes it isn't waterproof, it's just water resistant. Tile and vinyl I think are the best way to go as far as ease up cleaning up. But dogs don't necessarily like tile or vinyl because it's so slippery, or cats too, just because of their claws and when they go to walk across the surface. So there's a give and take with all of them. You just have to decide what's best for you. It is easier to clean and less likely to trap odors if you do clean it up quickly and you have the surface that doesn't soak it up like hardwood may if it's not well sealed. It can handle all the little accidents that you have to clean up after every day, every night, or maybe just occasionally. Now that we've got the flooring covered, let's look at some pet-friendly spaces that we can have in our pet-friendly homes. One of the best ways to make your home pet-friendly is to create designated spaces for your pet to eat, sleep, and play. First of all, talking about eating, you want to have a tidy and organized spot. You want to have a place where they feel safe and secure so they don't feel like they have to guard their food like somebody's going to sneak up and steal it. And you do want also a place that's easy to clean, so you don't want it on top of that carpet, probably in the kitchen where there might be laminate, or maybe the bathroom. It is easy to clean and out of the way. A great idea is to have raised food and water bowls. This will help keep things clean and neat and stay in the bowls, but it also helps prevent GI problems. An animal shouldn't eat hunched over where they can't, it's not a direct route, they're kind of going to go up and around and down. So it's best if you can keep all animals' bowls elevated to help with problems with gastric dilatation volvulus, which is common in large chest animals like German Shepherds. But there's other GI problems that can be prevented by doing that, like just common vomiting and things like that. So that's a great way to help your pets out with just a simple thing by raising their bowls. Next, we'll be looking at sleeping area. You do want a quiet and comfortable spot. Lots of times a crate is recommended. You know, crate training has been really recommended a lot of times recently. Put a bed in there, maybe some toys, maybe a scratching pool. It's for the cat. You do want to give them a safe space that they can go to no matter what. So you should just leave that crate door open. You'll be surprised how often they go in there and lay by themselves, even when you don't put them in there when you're going to be gone for a while. It will keep them from taking over the entire house, the couches and the beds, which is what happened at my house, by having that special sleeping area that they know they can always go to. You also want to create a dedicated play area for your pet, and this can come into play when you're searching for a home. At our house, it's the screened-in porch because they can get to the backyard from the screened-in porch. It's a place that they can always be. It's got linoleum in it, so it's easy to clean up if there's any messes. Sometimes it's a laundry room that leads in from outside that you could have a pet door in, and so they could get in out of the rain. Sometimes it is just a backyard in a doggy house, or maybe a shed in the backyard that they can get in and out of the elements. So whatever their play area is, again, you want to make it fun for them in a place that they really do want to go to. So stock it with toys and puzzles, just to keep them entertained if you're not there while they're in their playing area. And because you're giving them toys or puzzle boxes, or there's lots of puzzle toys out there too, either with food or treats or whatever. But it will keep them from damaging your home. It will keep you from tearing up the flooring, chewing the walls, digging up the siding, digging holes under the fence, jumping over the fence. So it's important to keep them interested in something that you want them to be interested in instead of damaging your homes. So when you are looking for a home, these are great spots to be looking for when you're thinking about your pets and how they can best fit into your home search. Pet proofing your home. So we talked about getting a floor, that's great, and we talked about having a space for your pet to play and sleep and eat in. But what about the rest of the time when they are throughout the house? We do want to get into pet proofing. We think about kids and human proofing, but it is crucial for our pets as well. Not only do we want to keep cabinets locked up that may have chemicals that could hurt them, but they also may even get into spices or food that has things that may hurt their stomach or cause them to be, that are toxic to them, that could make them really ill. So you do want to secure cabinets with child-proof locks to keep them away from all the things. Also electrical cords, you want them tied up. Those are definitely things that animals chew on. I've seen them do it before. Luckily they haven't been hurt because of the nice covering, but you don't want to give them a chance to chew on it when you're not looking. And if you have heavy furniture, you might want to anchor it down. I know my cats and dogs like to climb on them, and if it's just the right angle, they're gonna knock it over. So that's all something you want to think about when pet proofing your home. You definitely want to have a pet friendly space on the outside. They need their outdoor space too. Hopefully you're gonna have a great yard that your pet can go into, whether it's a cat or a dog or a rabbit, whoever you want to put inside. If you have a nice yard, you want to make sure it is pet friendly. If you have a fence, you want to make sure it's in good condition, that all the gates are closed, make sure that they can't dig in underneath it, that they can't jump over it, that it's high enough, and that you would prevent any escaping that might happen. You also want to create a safe play area inside the yard, inside the fence, either way. You can want a shady spot where they have water. If it's a really hot time of the year, you might want to provide them a pool with water in it, or sometimes another great thing is to have a sand pit where you can bury toys and treats, something for them to dig in that you want them to dig in rather than digging under your fence. And keep that area free of toxic plants and chemicals. Make sure that you're planting plants that are safe for your pets before you plant them. Look and see what's good for your pets to have around them, that it's not going to hurt them if they happen to chew on it. Like walnuts are not good for dogs, for example. So just make sure that you're cautious when you're going to put plants in, or if you're storing chemicals for your yard, make sure they're put away and that the pets can't get access to them. You've got your pet-friendly home set up with great flooring, inside spaces, outside spaces. Here's a few additional tips for living with your pets. Train them from a young age. There are certain age groups that they're very impressionable, just like kids, and you want to make sure that you start out with good habits and keep them from forming bad habits. Make sure you provide them with plenty of exercise and mental stimulation. I talked about more toys and puzzles, any way that you can stimulate them. Keep in mind that they have a very sensitive nose, so it's great to just take them out and let them smell things. Walk with them. Even if you have a yard, you should be walking your pets for both you and them to get stimulated. And take them to the vet regularly for checkups. Not just when they're sick, but you want to make sure that they're vaccinated and healthy. They're really good about hiding problems. And so you want to make sure that you catch them as early on as you can. So just make sure that you are keeping your pets in top shape, as well as the home that they're living in. Creating or finding a pet-friendly home is easy if you make a few changes or keep an open mind with your search. By following these tips, you can be in a home that's both stylish and comfortable for you and your furry friend. From fencing to carpet, there are some options available when you are looking for your next home. If you found these tips helpful, check out this video I did on vet and pet care tips, where we tell you about some of our local veterinarians. You can stay updated with more of my content by subscribing, and you'll be joining our wonderful community of pet owners and homeowners. If you have any tips of your own for creating a pet-friendly home, leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.